Now your assignment for today will be to create this drop-down menu with two distinct pages, a home page and a page 2. On each of these pages I want you to create a nested animation inside of a movie clip. So if I go back to the home page, I'll actually play this. It'll be easier to demonstrate. I'll go Control, Test Movie, Test. So when you launch your title, the picture of Mona Lisa zooms up, sits on screen for 2 seconds, and then fades out. And this will happen every time we come back to the home page. If I go to the next page, I've got a shape tween happening that starts with a circle, goes to a star shape, and then converts to a diamond shape, stays a diamond shape for 3 seconds, and then goes back to a circle and goes through the whole cycle. So it goes circle, star, diamond shape, back to circle, back to star, back to diamond shape. And again, I want it to sit on the diamond shape for a measured amount of time, which is 3 seconds. And this is a shape tween. Now again, if I go back to my home page, I've got a motion tween with a movie clip of a graphic inside of it. And it zooms up, sits on screen for 2 seconds, then fades away. And I'll just go to the next page and come back to home. Zooms up, sits on screen, then fades away. Now I'll quickly show you how those were created. As I said, on the home page I've got a movie clip, which is a shape tween. If I go inside of that shape tween, I'll just set my timeline to tiny here. And if I scrub along here, I've got to zoom up. Actually, before I do that, let me just explain how this works as well. My graphic, which is a photograph, a JPEG, was actually also converted to a movie clip. So if I highlight that and go to my properties, you'll see there's a movie clip. I've called it Mona Raw. And that will allow me to ultimately address the alpha levels of that movie clip towards the end. So it starts off very small, goes to its original full size, sits on screen. Now the way we determine how long it can sit on screen is we need to know the frames per second. Now I'm looking at 24 frames per second. So if I want that to sit on screen for 3 seconds, I need to go 24 times 3, which is 72. So I needed to leave a space of 72 frames to allow for that to sit on screen for 3 seconds. And then once it gets to the end of that bit and hits the new property keyframe, I keyframed the last frame with an alpha level of 0 on that movie clip called Mona Raw. So this again is a movie clip inside of a movie clip. If I double click this, you'll see it in the navigation. Mona Raw inside of Mona Lisa. And to make it only do it one time, let me just expand my timeline out again here. On the last frame, I created a new, I have a separate actions layer. On the last frame, I have a simple stop command, as you can see right here. Okay, so that's the movie clip in the home page, which again is a motion tweened movie clip. My advice to you is to keyframe the first frame, then set a keyframe on the last frame, and then do the middle ones. Now if I go back up to scene 1, and we'll go to page 2 here, again a movie clip. If I double click on this movie clip, you can see this is a shape tween. Very simply, I have it transitioning over 1 second, so 24 frames, from a circle to a star to a twisted rectangle, which is diamond shaped because of the twist. And then that sits on screen. I had to keyframe the same shape over here, again measuring my time, 24 frames per second, keeping that on screen for 3 seconds, or rather in this case 2 seconds. And then once it gets to that next keyframe, it converts back to that circle. And again, I keyframed the last frame and the first frame to retain the position, size, shape, and color of that circle, so that when it cycles around, It is seamless. And again, it cycles around because I have no stop commands in my timeline. So I'll just go back up to scene 1 again and just play this one more time for you. Okay, so we arrive. Mona Lisa zooms up, sits on screen for 3 seconds, fades out, and does not come back in until we come back to this page using our pull-down menu. So if I go to next page, we've got the 3 shapes morphing into each other, but we pause on the diamond shape for 2 or 3 seconds. And that will cycle forever. And that last link pops open a web browser to the web link that we created.
Let's go!
Okay, so let me quit Firefox here. And this is what I want you to build for me today.